Hey YouTube, Smoky Mountain Piper here, and I got a good question on my bushcraft video about full tang knives. I'm gonna answer that question today. The question, I believe it was asking about how long does a tang have to be full tang. Well, it really doesn't matter. It could be a large knife, it could be a small knife. I have some examples here I'm going to show you in just a quick second. But basically full tang knives just basically means that it's from blade to the end of the blade is it's basically one piece of steel. That's what full tang is. Um, I've seen full tang. They have full tang swords. They have full tang pocket knives. They have full tang. Medium knives, things of that sort. And I just wanted to show. It doesn't really matter what kind of knife it is, but I'm going to show you guys what a full tang knife looks like, and I'm going to show you what a non full tang looks like. Um, and you'll see it. I try to buy, when it comes to my knives, I try to buy full tang because I don't, I don't want to be out in the bush smoking a pipe, trying to get a fire going and, have a little camp out and stuff like that. Um, I don't want to be trying to prep firewood and then, chop something with a knife and, use a bigger stick on the back of the knife and, all of a sudden my handle construction, however the handle was made on the knife, fails, and then you gotta find some pliers or something to be able to hold the sharp. You just don't want that. So I try to go full tang with almost every knife that I have. Um, and there's different ways of getting full tang knives. You can either be a blacksmith and make them yourself, or you buy knives from a place that you 100% trust, or you know what you're looking for and you can tell the difference between full tang and not a full tang knife. And I'm going to get into that just right now. You're probably tired of hearing me talking, so I'm going to show you guys. um I'm going to start off with this knife right here. And like I said, full tang knives can even be smaller than this, but this is a knife I bought off of eBay. um it is a Sax knife, and I'm going to show you the full tang. As you can see, from blade to the end of the handle, all this right here is the tang. This is all blade, handle. It's one solid piece. And then of course the two handle materials glued on and then pinged on with, looks like we have 4 brass pings, and then a hole right here that's drilled. Most likely it's probably for, because as you can see, it's pretty snug in this sheath right here. It's not gonna come out. I mean, for you to get that knife out, you gotta pull pretty significantly, with force to get this knife out. So I'm pretty sure if you would have put like an old boot string or some paracord around here, and then you can also use that to wrap it around your wrist. Now what I did was I took old boot string or lace, put it through the loop of the where you can put a belt through. You can put a belt through here, and I took the belt, and as you can see how it hangs, so I can hang this on my neck, and I can grab it for eating purposes. fire striking purposes, whittling purposes, and that's basically what this knife is used for. Now, you can use this knife. What's great about it, with it being full tang and how thick that metal is, you can take another piece of, let's say, a big stick, put this on another stick, and instead of doing this motion, if you're familiar with dual survival, you put this on the stick that you want to cut in half. You take a bigger stick of more diameter and weight, and you hit the back of the knife, causing it to split the wood, which eliminates the use of having, or the need of having, an axe. So like I said, this is a pretty small knife. The blade is less than 3 inches. This is how you would measure a knife blade for concealed carry, because you all know that if a knife blade is 3 inches or smaller, you can conceal it without having a permit. This knife doesn't even come close to almost 3 inches. And this right here is, perfect for concealment or open carry. And this is, a nice little Viking Sax knife. If you're interested in getting something like this, go on eBay, look up Sax knife or small Sax knife on eBay, and you should be able to find these. They're pretty reasonable. You have to bid for them though, but they're worth the money. Trust me. All right, now I'm gonna get into another full tang knife. This is a boot knife. I've had this thing since I was probably 6-7 years old. Now I had to, this part right here is not original. I had to put a new snap fastener on this part, which is a little loose, but it keeps the blade from popping out, so you can put it on your boot. I have one of these that's also full tang, but the only thing I don't like about it is that the sheath it doesn't have one of these, so the blade will pop out, and it's just horrible. I almost stabbed my leg with the other one, but I'm gonna show you guys. It's full tang, as you can see, the metal right here going through to the blade, through the handle. It's a very beautiful handle. Let's see, I'm gonna try to not touch the blade too much, but as you can see, it has a nice red and then green with black accent, and it only has about two brass pins in there holding it together. But for a small knife like this, that's pretty much all you really need. And it's full tang, so it's strong, sturdy, and all that. And this is one of my absolutely my favorite boot knife that I have. I'm surprised my parents even let me buy this at 7 years old, but they knew I was gonna be like my dad and collect knives and things like that. I like doing leather work, so I do make sheaths for knives that I buy that I don't like the sheaths, or the sheath is too small for that particular knife. I bought a Sax knife, which I don't have on me right now, and when I bought it, it was really stupid how they made. I mean, it was basically a waste of leather. But I bought the knife. Beautiful Sax knife. You can get that on eBay as well. I believe I bought it from eBay. But the sheath only covered the blade, and it had a pretty heavy handle, because it does have a Viking, the Viking pommel on the end. And I would walk with it, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I finally have a Sax knife, but it kept falling out of the sheath, it would slide out, it would like the sheath, like, say, like, this is the knife, the Sax knife, the big one that I have. The sheath, as you can see for this knife, you can put it covers most of the handle. That's how traditionally the sheaths for a Viking sax were. A lot of sheaths were like that. But this sheath, they only made it to really cover the blade. So the handle would stick out quite a bit, and you would even walk, and it would slowly start coming out and eventually do this and fall to the ground. And I was like, no, I'm buying some leather. I'm going to buy some good leather. I'm going to make a sheath for it, and I did. And if you go on to my bushcraft, my Viking bushcraft kit, my video, you will see that knife, and I will show you that. So I'm not going to get into more detail about it right now. But I'm going to show you guys another full tang knife. Now, this is one of my Western knives. I love old-fashioned. I love antiques. Western movies, Viking movies, things like that. Real big fan of Clint Eastwood. I'm more of a Clint Eastwood person than a John Wayne person. If you're a John Wayne person, everyone has their prefers, and all that stuff. But I think my favorite probably my favorite cowboy or Western person would probably be tied between Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. And Doc Holliday, I like his style, especially if you guys watch Winona Earp on Sci-Fi. Gotta love that show. But I saw this knife. It's a Western knife. It's full tang, as you can see. Goes all the way through the handle. And here's the blade. It's a nice little knife. They make a large version of it, which I don't have, and then a medium, and then this is actually the smallest version. But for what this knife, it's not exactly small. If you were to walk down an alley with this thing and saw somebody, with this knife, and you'd be like, oh, well, I have the exact same knife, so, come on, bring it on, or whatever, and it's, has great weight, just absolutely beautiful handle, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on this knife and its brother knives, the bigger one and the small and the medium one. I took the big one to work one time, and my boss out in the garden center goes, you should be careful because that knife is rather large and you might get in trouble for that. And I said, well, technically Second Amendment, work does not trump the Second Amendment, sorry. But this is the sheet that it came with. It has, just like how that one knife sheath, it has the belt loop on there, which I didn't like. So I took some leather pieces, scrap leather, and I punched holes in it, took some leather thread for shoelaces, I guess, and put that there so when I hang it on my belt, it's perfectly balanced. It's never fallen out of the sheath when I walk with it, because, with it being up against your leg, it's not going to go anywhere. And just all around great knife. I've gotten compliments on it. But like I said, it's full tang. Full tang. Tip to the end. One of my favorites of Westerns. Now we're going to get into some of the bigger boys that I have. This right here is I call it a Sax Chopper Knife, because it looks like it's in between of a sax knife and a chopper. And we all know about chopper knives. They have that nice curve to them, and it has a great curve. But I'm going to show you guys, like I said, it's full tang. This is the blade. Blade all the way through the handle, and it even has some of the handle up here, which is probably for like a glass breaker or something like that. I've actually shot sparks off my ferro rod using the back of this thing, and it shoots. I mean, that flat edge of this right here will shoot sparks like no tomorrow. But this knife right here, I've used it a few times, as you can see, actually several times. This knife I actually like to have on my back, like how you would a sax, or on your front, so you can get to it, pull it out, boom. I've used this to cut off fish's heads after going fishing, cleaning. Use a smaller knife for cleaning the fish, and my mother figure loves this knife. She cleaned some fish with this thing, and she said this is one of the best knives she's ever used for chopping off a fish's head with, because usually she cuts the fish's head, you know, going like this. This thing, she just went whoosh, and the fish's head was off, and gutted it, cleaned it, all that good stuff, and she loved it. And I'd be Mama Katie, so she I'm pretty sure she loves this knife. Um, but that's another bigger knife that I have. This right here, and like I said, you know, full Tang. Um, you know, full Tang is full Tang. You know, they have full Tang swords, they have full Tang knives, big, small, large, swords, things of that nature. Now, this bad boy is a machete that I found on eBay. Saw it and I loved it. I mean, it just has this rockin', chopping, just get the frick out of my way, you know, Viking sax, you know, cut off type deal. I mean, this thing is just bad. And again, full Tang, as you can see, and it even has a full Tang pommel. That's all, you know, blade, Tang, and then even the pommel is, you know, it's not welded. That's one piece of steel. And it's got 3 pings in there holding the handle on. But this thing, like I said, it's full Tang. Full Tang. This, I mean, if you want to clear a pathway through the woods or wherever you're going, jungle or whatever, not like, I don't know if you can put these on a plane or not, maybe in the cargo hold or something. But this thing will do the job. And I rigged the sheath, took some thick paracord, and I made a shoulder strap for it so that I can, you know, have it here. I can have it on my back. I can have it right here for a side pull. If I want for a top pull, it will work. And I love it. So I just want to show you guys that full Tang. You know, like I said, it doesn't matter how long the Tang is, as long as the Tang and the knife, you know, the knife handle looks, you know, like this, like that, or, you know, like I said, you know, or even like that. Dang, it got dark in here. Some went away. Ugh. But like I said, I just wanted to clear up that for you guys. And like I said, I hope you guys had a good New Year's. Hope you guys, like I said, I haven't done a video in a while, so I hope you guys had a great New Year's. I didn't have such an end. My end of this year, my 2020 ending was not the best ending that I could have hoped for. I'm not going to get too much into detailed about it, but for all of those out there that know what happened, you know, and like I said, I'm not going to get too much into my personal life, but I lost something very near and dear to me, and I guess, you know, things happen for a reason, like everyone keeps telling me, and, but that's life. You're gonna have your ups and downs, but the most important thing is that even though when you have your downs, you got to be able to try and fix them. You can't hold those things in, because that's when real trouble starts, because then it's just not good. If you're with someone, you know or even if it's a roommate or something like that, um if there's a problem, you need to you need to work through the problem and not hold things in, because if you do, that's it's just it doesn't end good. So I'm gonna leave it at that. And I just want to say to all my new subscribers that I've been getting for the past couple of weeks, I really do appreciate it, and I hope you guys are enjoying my content. And like I said, now that I'm feeling better and able to get on with my life, I'm gonna try to do some more videos for you. Definitely some more pipe videos, cigar videos, and some bushcraft stuff. So like I said, I went to a couple of days ago. Actually, I went out and part of my property where I've never been before, and I started walking, and then I was just like, I wanna build a tree house or something, like a camping structure, just to come and set up a you know I bought a tent hammock, and I just want something where I can set up my shelter, my roof, and then put up my hammock and have a fire, nearby, and be able to cook and just get out in nature again. And I think that's what's gonna be my plan for this spring. And but I went out there, and I'm pretty proud because it was a challenging spot to get to, but hopefully I can get out there again. But again, thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed to me, um, and I hope, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the content and everything like that. So, till my next video, I will see you guys later.